Alright, Herschel. What is up, Herschel Talker? Alright, I saw your video about your whole questions and stuff, so I figured, hey, why not? I'll give you some. Number one, when or / how did I become a fan? I was a fan from birth, man. I was born in UF and Shands Hospital in Gainesville. Born a Gator. My parents were diehard Gators. Everyone in my family were diehard Gators. When I was a baby, they'd be watching games, my parents and their friends and my whole family, and they'd be screaming when touchdowns were happening or when they weren't, and I'd wake up, and be crying and stuff like that. So I was a Gator from birth, my entire family is a hardcore Gator. So since birth, I've been super Gator fan. I mean, when I was younger, I used to cry every time the Gators lost. Seriously, like, I'd bawl. I hated FSU so much. That was the big rival for us, was FSU. And that brings us, well, there we go. That's how and why I was a Gator fan. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's not much to talk about there. I was just born, like I said, in Gainesville, UF Shands. Always a Gator fan my entire life, all my family. So, yeah. There you go. There's that. That brings us to your second question, which was best tailgate experience. All right. Well, even though I was a Gator fan for a long time, I didn't get tickets until around. I didn't get to go to a game until around 2002 or something, and we've been going to games ever since then. But my best tailgate experience ever. It's hard because, there's been a bunch, but the best one ever has to actually be a loss. My best tailgating experience ever has to be a loss. That's right. We lost to Florida State in 2003. That game is called the Swindle in the Swamp because of all the horrible calls that were called. And they used to be like that a lot with FSU, but that's beside the point. I didn't get to go in the game. The big tickets, they were given to friends and stuff, but friends of the family. But anyway, it was cold. It was really cold. It was unseasonably cold for Florida, so it was like really low 40s or something, or maybe high 30s. It was really, really cold, and we used to have this big RV. A friend of ours would bring, or we went with him to go see them. And he used to have this big RV, and there a whole bunch of people would be tailgating with us. And it was so cold that we had to break out these gas heaters that you put the heater right on top of the big old gas tank, and they run very hot, so you get in there and they catch on fire. And someone was drunk, they caught on fire. It was pretty funny, but it was just, there was a ton of people there. It was ended up losing the game. On almost the last play of the game too. Rex Grossman threw that 60-yard, not Rex Grossman, sorry, Chris Ricks threw that however many yard pass it was, and I remember if the dude, I'm rambling here, but I remember if the dude just waved his arm an inch to the left, just tried to block that pass, it would have been knocked down, and that was on 4th down, and it would have been Gator ball, game over, Gators win, probably. But anyway, so that was my best tailgating experience. It was really fun. And the last question you asked was, how / why did I start making YouTube videos? Well, I have been a member of YouTube since 2006. I think that was near the beginning of YouTube. I've been watching videos this entire time, like just almost pretty much. It's pretty much like you, Herschel. I've been watching videos for a long, long time. I finally got a video camera, and I've seen a couple of people who I really like to watch, and I was like, hey man, it seems fun. So I started talking college football. Last year, actually, I started making those videos, and I never got any hits. And after the Gators lost to Ole Miss, there wasn't many people watching or commenting on my videos. And I couldn't find any other, I didn't even know about the TTC at the time. So I stopped making them then, and then I got back into making movie reviews and stuff like that. And then recently I decided I'd get back into it, starting, first week of college football. And sure enough, now I got all these hits, and I found the TTC, and I found, all you guys, the Alabama fans, the Georgia fans, Tennessee fans, and all of us Gator fans. I found, so It's really fun, and I like doing it. So that's pretty much how that happened. Yeah. So anyway, made the video to that, and yeah. Now you know a little bit more about me. So yeah, go Gators.